I'm the one with the big lady here. Yeah. That's probably how she pronounced it.
Things I didn't control that same. Oh, with the big blade here. I think you need to respect it.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I know I don't know everybody by name. It's sad, but on my part, not necessarily on your part. My dad always told me one thing, and I'm happy to share it with you guys right now. His talks always started with this. People that have had me in class always think it's a funny deal. They don't even know what it is. You can hear it, can't you? An empty calabash makes the loudest noise. If I put water in this, you would not hear it. Content. When you're full, you don't have to be the loudest. It's about content, he told me. So please, when you guys are expressing these views, always be respectful of another person's calabash because they probably have something in it as well. That's the big deal here. And your experience is no less than another person's as well. And it doesn't make yours any more right than the other person's. But it's still a valuable experience as well. Because you guys' experience is completely different than the little kid from Cameroon who left home to go make a living for himself and his family. And is now sitting in front of him. It would be different from a little kid from Chicago who left to come to school in Lawrence, Kansas. It would be different from a little kid who left from Wichita, Kansas. And it would be different than a kid who grew up on Six and Folks. But it doesn't make any of those experiences any different. So with that in mind, I would love for us to start with you just sharing out what your experiences have been at Free State. I would love for this session not to have names attached to it. So if you're talking about a teacher, we don't necessarily need that. We need them to know what we feel and how we walk through these halls. We need you guys to talk about your classmates without even attaching names to it, but these experiences are real and they need to know that they are real. We don't need to attach names to it because, hey, if I'm talking about it, it's probably because it happened to me in one of these hallways. Also, please don't be scared, although we have cameras here, for there to be silence. There's nothing wrong in this. Why? Because that's a time for us to think. With that said, I'm not going to make this about me because it's truly about the experiences that you guys go through on a daily basis, be it good or bad. We would want to make this place a much better place, not for us, because an activist is not necessarily the person that does something for themselves. So why are you here? Is it because you want somebody to know that you changed the culture of Free State, or did the culture change because you decided to start someday? So for example, we all know Dr. King, but are you telling me he never had a hero? Well, where's the book about that hero? Who did he look up to when he was growing up? So please, an activist is not necessarily the first person out there. It's who you inspire to make sure that the work continues. We should also remember that, yeah? So I'll open it up right now. Whoever wants to start us off.